are currently sitting at a lake, Loch Lomond, I think it's pronounced. And it's the first stop of today. It's one of Scotland's biggest lake. It's the Queen of Lake or something like that of Scotland. It's the largest freshwater lake in Scotland. So after this stop we're gonna buy us some coffee, because I really need a coffee, because the drive here was quite a bit shaky. I'm not used to driving on the wrong side of the road and on the wrong side of, or placed in the wrong side of the car. So now I need some coffee. Next stop, Oban. Now we have arrived at Inverary Castle. Inverary. Inverary. It's a castle that's located, of course, in the town Inverary. It was built 1740. It was built as a replacement for a fortress or something.
Very French, like a
French design, so something chateau.
The whole castle is built in a French chateau style.
French
So,
chateau style.
I think that's what we are seeing.
Yeah. And it's been in 2 fires.
Yes.
One in
1877 and 1975.
1975. And they lost some
Art?
arts.
We don't know
Treasure
what.
art.
That's what Wikipedia says.
And I'm not sure about Wikipedia, but that's all I got.
Yeah, so now we're in the castle garden.
Yeah, as
Right
you can
in
see,
front of the castle.
it's very scenery.
Maybe you can hear it's a very lively.
We're not sure. We think a football game. But it's very, very beautiful. Well, the castle was beautiful inside. Unfortunately, we couldn't film inside.
Because it's a private home.
It's a private home, so you were only allowed to take photos. But it was very beautiful inside, so...
Som hon gjorde det.
Nej,
Nähä.
she thought I fart. I did
Oh,
not
yeah.
fart. But it was very beautiful inside, so if you want to see inside, you have to come here.
But you have to pay
You have to pay. It was expensive. How much?
to
12
£25.
25 pounds for 2 adults. Well, parking included.
Yes.
So, but we hope we can film inside another castle or something. But let's go to Oban instead. We have now arrived at our next hotel for this trip, and it's called Unich Hotel. It's a small village hotel. It's right by the sea, so it's located very beautiful. But it's not much of a town or something, so we are gonna go to Fort William to get some food and find some restaurant. And Fort William is about 20 minutes north from here, so it's not far. We have been driving from Edinburgh today to get to this place, because we arrived in Edinburgh yesterday, and it's approximately 3 hours driving to this place, and now we are on the west coast of Scotland and are heading for Isle of Skye to explore some more. But first we need some food, so Fort William and find a good restaurant and a quick room tour. We have arrived at Fort William, and we are going up and see if we can find a restaurant to eat some. We are not so hungry, so it might be a little pizza or something like that. Nothing fancy restaurant today, so we're gonna check around in Fort William, which is second largest settlement in the Highland. I suppose it's above Glasgow and Edinburgh because it's only 10,400 people who's living in Fort William. But it's a nice little town. Let's see if we find a good restaurant. Well, good morning. It's been a hectic morning. We just woke up and checked out from the hotel to go to get some breakfast, and it was quite hard to get some breakfast in Fort William. Well, we're not familiar with the city, so we didn't find. So it ended up with McDonald's. So it's been a turbulent morning, but now we are finally on the road, and we are at the moment at Glenfinnan to see the Jacobite train. I'm not sure if we're going to see the train because we haven't looked at the schedule, but we're gonna go and look at the bridge where the Harry Potter train is going over to Hogwarts. Well, of course Hogwarts doesn't exist, but we will go and look at that bridge and then keep moving to Isle of Skye. Now we have hiked a bit, so we are above
The bridge,
the bridge.
Glenfinnan.
Glenfinnan Viaduct with the bridges, and the Jacobite train is
Mostly famous from Harry Potter.
yeah, everyone knows Harry Potter, and the train to Hogwarts. This bridge was built in
It was finished 1898 for
1898.
transporting materials, and it started to transport people in 1901.
1901.
It consists of 21 pillars
21 pillars.
and is built in mass concrete.
mass concrete. And one fun fact, but it's more of a myth, maybe, legend. A horse probably had an accident they said, and is buried in one of the pillar. We don't know if that's true, but it's the myth.
Yeah, and it's 30 meters high. 98 meters long.
98 meters long.
I think I read, yes.
Yeah, the longest railway bridge in Scotland. It's quite stunning. And now we are going to go to the car and head to Isle of Skye. Now we have finally arrived to the place that actually are the main reason why we booked our trip to Scotland. And the scenery while driving to our now beautiful cabin was extremely beautiful. Really scenery and the typical Scottish Highland. The mountain and the hills are really high, so I can understand why they call it Isle of Skye. It's extremely beautiful. And now from all the driving I need to take a little nap and relax before we go and eat some. We did effort after the dinner today. We were thinking about going up to the Old Man of Storr. The Old Man of Storr. The mountains behind you, me, as you can see. But it's way too much mosquito, and
We're losing light.
we're losing light. It's 9:30, I think, and the sun is going down at 10 o'clock, so we wouldn't have the time to go up and see. So maybe we go there tomorrow. Now I think we need to go home and sleep instead.